One of the major highlights of this Skill Week was also a national case study competition organized by Global After School, a venture of Global Private Limited. And as the name suggests, the concept of the competition was to present a business case study within the Nepali business context. And the motive behind organizing this was to channelize the industry and academia through a meaningful collaboration and also to serve as a platform to understand Nepalese business through the eyes and minds of students. And in the past week, we witnessed several interesting approaches to the case study by several groups. However, we have picked our top 4 finalists where 2 groups will be presenting their case study right now, and the remaining 2 groups will be presenting theirs at the end of the conference. And each group gets just 10 minutes to do the case study presentation. And we have our panel of jury to mark the groups. In our jury, we have Mr. Rajiv Sharma, the founder and managing director at Job Dynamics, Mr. Shubha Sapkota, the founder and CEO at VD, and Mr. Arun Raj Sunargi, the chairman at Agriculture Enterprise Center, FNCCI. Thank you to all our dignitaries for your time and effort. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with our very first case study on SmartPaani by the team Ecolution. Let's welcome them with a huge round of applause.
Management issues in Nepal. But the company has not been able to leverage that fact in creating brand awareness among its target audience, due to which there is inadequate visibility and the target audience, they don't know about the existence of the brand and the services it has to offer. Moving on to the next problem, as a sustainable company, the SmartPaani is, misconcept or like perceived to be a non-profit organization. So before SmartPaani, rainwater harvesting was done by NGOs only as a part of their projects in various forms of Nepal, which was not available to normal households if they wanted the solution, due to which SmartPaani is still perceived to be a non-profit organization. And finally, among the target audience who are considering purchasing the product and wants to adopt these sustainable solution, they seek validation for the reliability and the quality of the products they are providing. But the company is lacking significantly in terms of providing that validation. And adding on to the problem, the company is facing high competition from its indirect competitors such as Tanker Water Supply, Melamchi, Kentaro, etc. And the target audience are more comfortable purchasing the products provided by the indirect competitors due to the lack of validation. Now, to continue with the presentation, I would like to call Rupesh.
Thank you, Prasiddhika. Now, I'd like to talk about the solution the brand has been applying to its contemporary problems. So, SmartPaani seems to be highly reliable on conventional marketing strategies. Moreover, the word-of-mouth promotion. High word-of-mouth publicity is what helped them in customer acquisition over the years. We can see that cash-rich companies invest a hefty amount to deliver high-quality advertisement. However, for companies struggling in terms of viability, it's a major hindrance. As an interactive towards creating strong brand equity, SmartPaani is on the verge of introducing new products with better aesthetics, which falls onto the product development strategy of ANSOP Matrix among the 4. SmartPaani is working with various schools and children with a futuristic planning. So raising awareness at such an educational and institutional level would help SmartPaani to build its brand, as it has been solving the critical issue of water in the context of Nepal since its inception. Further, SmartPaani has been encouraging its team members to put forth the engaging and interactive social media content so that it could cope up with the inconsistency present in its social media presence. Now, moving on towards the research methodology we adopted, we first took interview with CEO of SmartPaani on Sakon at the initial phase. We then moved towards analyzing the target audience perception by distributing an objective questionnaire with total of 13 questions, adopting the convenience sampling method. And ultimately, the total of 70 responses were collected. Now, the findings from our study reveals that around 62% of respondents never engage in sustainable water management. And out of 38% who engage in sustainable water management, around 56% never heard about the existence of the brand. And further deliver them with what if questions, it revealed that 34% would opt for SmartPaani if expanded the products offering, and around 30% would reconsider purchasing if products of SmartPaani were made available on more affordable side. Now finally, incorporating survey findings with secondary research findings, it reveals that SmartPaani has been lacking in terms of creating an impactful brand equity due to its high reliability on conventional marketing strategies. Further, the target audience are unaware of the brand, and among the percentage of consumers who somewhat know about the brand have perceived it to be a non-profit organization. In addition, the indirect competition posed by various water service providers like Melamchi Water Services, International Water Purifier, Tankal Water Supplier in the context of Nepal also adds on to the lack of validation the potential consumers feel while opting to SmartPaani for its water services. Now for further presentation, I'd like to call Cherisa.
Thank you, Rupesh. Now moving on to the recommendations. So now that we have established that SmartPaani is lacking in creating a strong brand equity, we have some recommendations that would probably help them rectify the situation. Firstly, we have building brand awareness through non-traditional marketing tools. So right now what we see is that SmartPaani is engaging itself in very much of traditional marketing, like word of mouth. What could be better would be to engage in targeted SEO and more of engaging contents like video-based marketing. Another is celebrity endorsements. So coming to the point of people seeking validation, celebrity endorsement can be a very viable option to assure these people who are seeking validation. Next, we have leverage customers' interest through green marketing. So the best aspect about being a green company is that when people buy a green product, they feel like they feel a sense of positive gratification that they're doing something good for the society. So the company needs to cater to that feeling the customers feel, and then constantly try to deliver the message that if you come and buy our products, then you're doing something good for the society, you're contributing to the environment. So in that way, the positive environmental responsibility the customers and the people feel will encourage them towards our brand. Next, we have enhance the company's brand equity through selected distributors, not only with celebrity endorsements, but also, the client profile of a company really does affect in giving assurance to the customers who are seeking for validation. So SmartPaani needs to be very selective with the distribution and try to select the companies and the clients based on the brand equity of the said clienteles. Next, we have customized strategy according to the targeted cities. So right now what we see is that SmartPaani has a very generic strategy to promote their products, all of their products. What can be changed is that they can implement a more customized strategy, which is like promoting applying digital marketing in urban areas where people are more focused towards clicks and likes, and opting for a more traditional approach in rural areas where people still listen to each other, so more of maybe word of mouth and door-to-door campaigns. So these are, so in that way, not only SmartPaani will be advertising for the sake of advertising, but they will also be getting their points through to the actual target market. So we feel like these are the recommendations that will not only help SmartPaani, but companies who are catering to such sustainable causes in helping them develop a stronger brand equity. So conclusively, we know that despite SmartPaani being the only company that is providing a sustainable water management system in Nepal, they're still not able to create a strong brand equity, and only a limited number of people know about the company. So we feel like the main cause of this is because they are still opting for a conventional marketing strategy in a widely growing digital world. And we feel like the recommendations that we have stated will really help them not only grow, but also be seen and more importantly, noticed. That was all for our presentation. These were the references that we have used in our slides. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them now.
Hello. Okay, I have a question. You do business sunny. Your business मा चाहिँ you have recommended celebrity endorsement. त्यसको चाहिँ मलाई अलिक कनेक्सन चाहिँ पाइनँ because this is not a commodity business. It's more of a service provide गर्ने हो हैन. So त्यसले गर्दा चाहिँ do you think that is a किनभने traditional पनि त्यही नै भयो नि त हैन. We have been seeing a lot of celebrity endorsing any product or brand हैन. Do you think that will work? One question is that. Another is eco-friendly को जुन भन्यो नि हैन. Do audience or Nepali audience are aware about eco-friendly? Do they value that to make that buying decision? And जसले गर्दा चाहिँ त्यसले ब्रान्डमा भ्यालु एड गर्छ त? So मेरो दुईटा क्वेसन छ. So anybody would like to answer?
So for addressing your first question about the celebrity endorsement, because this, even though it's a service industry, they're providing a service, it can be connected to a product as well. So they have rainwater harvesting system. So maybe if, for example, we can take if Mahajodi, just for an example, if they come up and they say that, okay, this is a very viable option, sustainable cha, ramro cha, garda huncha bhanera, if they promote it, then because these celebrities are heard, they actually, when they say something, the audience actually listen to them. So I think it is a viable option for this company itself.
So this recommendation was specifically added because consumers are seeking validation before adopting to the sustainable solution. They are wondering if these products work or not, if it is viable for them to adopt this solution or not. So taking client stories from celebrities and stuff would really help the consumer get that validation they are seeking for.
Thank you.
Sorry,
Anything
your second
else?
question?
Oh, okay. The second question was related to eco-friendly that you have mentioned in recommendation. Do Nepali audience value that? Would that be important, or does that help to build the brand? कसरी त्यो गरियो होला नि त रिसर्चमा चाहिँ कुराहरू गरिएको थियो हैन तुनले भ्यालु गर्दा रहेछन् यस्तो कुराहरूलाई
Yes, there is a growing trend of people starting to value, like we've discussed right now in the panel. Ali basic sustainability they have been inclining, but the problem is that the crowd that is more inclined towards this are the younger generation, so around the age of 18 to 25 maybe, and maybe a little bit of higher ages as well. But usually, the people who are inclined towards opting for an eco-friendly product is the age 18, the youths. So what the problem is that this service particularly requires money and a certain level of income, which this age group doesn't really have. So maybe that can be a reason that they're not really being able to, generate that much of attention, or people are not really subscribing to this service. So I think that answers the question.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Team Ecolution. And thank you for being respective of the time limit.